The big idea is that we're going to have a 24-hour reading of the works of Charles Haddon Spurgeon.
How popular was he in his day?
Spurgeon was known and continues to be known as the Prince of Preachers. He was phenomenally popular. I think the largest audience he ever preached to was just under 24,000 people during the Great Exhibition at Crystal Palace. He sold massive amounts of books and his sermons were widely read every week. He was and continues to be one of the most influential figures within the Christian tradition.
And who have you got involved in this 24-hour project?
I'm delighted to say that we have a lot of Christian leaders in the UK who are participating. So we have the like of Lynn Green, who's the General Secretary of the Baptist Union of Great Britain, Kang Sang Tan, who's General Director of Baptist World Missions, scholars like Dr. Krish Kandaya, and we're pleased that we have an international group of participants. Delighted that Pastor Rick Warren is taking part from California, and then some friends from B&H Academic and Midwestern Theological Seminary, and from Voss Theological Seminary in Australia. And so Dr. Brian Harris, who's the principal of Voss, and some of his team and colleagues are also joining with us for this 24 hours.
You've been familiar with Spurgeon down through the years. Do you have a favourite Spurgeon's quote?
It's too difficult to actually think of one. One that's often attributed to him, whether or not he used it in a sermon or originated, was that a lie gets halfway around the world before the truth gets its shoes on. But my favourite has to do with when he was asked what his creed was. For Spurgeon, his creed was Christ. Everything about what Spurgeon did focused around his Lord and his relationship with his Lord. And so, like many Christians, I was brought up as a young believer on sermons from Spurgeon, but also the Treasury of David and his insight into the Psalms. They're very rich and very precious.
And how are people going to be able to access this special event?
Well, the 24 hours begins on Friday morning at 9 a.m. and people can access it via our website, which is www.spurgeons.ac.uk, or if they go on to YouTube and type in Spurgeon's College, and they will find that we have a dedicated YouTube channel. So if they look for that, they will be able to access the live stream from either our website or from our YouTube channel.